think if I was looking for top three, I think people need to feel that they're heard and they're valued. And that's something that, we've just launched our new values, which is something I had a lot to do with. And one of those is everyone's included. And it's so important that everybody understands that we wouldn't be here without them in every single role they do. And I've had many people say, oh, I'm just a this, or I'm just a cleaner. I say, well, I'd like to see how we get on without you. So I think that's number one is if you want a well workplace, people need to really believe that what they do matters and that you hear them and see them. So visibility, I call it looking in the dark corners. We often create interventions that suit the majority, and that's fine. But who's in the dark corners? Who are we not reaching? Who are we not speaking to? And who doesn't think they're visible to us? So that'd be my number one. I guess my next one would be to make sure people have clarity about what's expected of them and what they're wanting to do. We're in the process of scrapping our grievance and disciplinary procedure because it's not 1900. We're not the police, we're not their parents, and we're not going to discipline people. What we're going to do is give people clarity about the way that we would like them to expect to behave and what we offer in return for that. We'll listen to them and see if they feel that's reasonable, and we'll come to a grown-up agreement about what we're doing, and then we'll remind people of that. And we've still got to comply with codes of conduct. We've still got to make sure we're legally compliant. So we're obviously going to protect the business and the people by doing that. But for me, that's about transparency. What is it we're asking you to do? Is it clear to you? Do you understand? And also, is it clear what we're offering? Is there a clear progression route? Is there clarity? I employed one person, and I said, look, I see there being probably a 3 to 5 year life cycle in this job, because you're going to grow, and there'll come a point when actually we don't have anything beyond that for you, and that's okay. Let's be honest about it. Let's get this on the table now. Let's give you a great 3 to 5 years that give value to you, give value to us, and accept that probably at that point in time you'll outgrow this role, because it's a very specialist role and it's a very small part of the organisation. He's our ESG coordinator. So having that clarity and that honesty is really, really essential. And I think the final one, we can't do well-being. You can give people transparency, you can give people a sense of value, but we can't do well-being if we're not considering the what if it goes wrong, because even if we create a perfect work environment, and we're not, by the way, we know we've got work to do at DSG, but even if we did, there are external factors that affect people's well-being. So how can we use our buying power, our size, our ability to support people to ensure that they have adequate, competent, professional support as and when it's needed? And I guess if I had to kind of tie up three things, they're probably the three things that lead to well-being, way more than a yoga mat on the floor.